Welcome to the IS127 Week 2 session recording. This is a pre-recording. This week for discussion 2, we're going to be talking about HTML tables. You have two things you need to address. In what ways can HTML tables be used to affect the overall layout and appearance of a web page? And number 2, identify a website that uses tables and point out how they are used effectively in the design. It's due Wednesday by 11:59. 3 replies are due by Sunday, but remember you should cover 3 days. At least 100 words for your initial post and at least one APA formatted reference with in-text citation. If you look in the library, let me go to the library. Oops. Let's see. We'll go to the library. And if you scroll down to formatting and citation APA, you'll see the tip sheet. That's what I go by when I grade your APA references. So I just want to go back to the class so that so I can get back in office hours. Okay, so that's discussion. Let's see, why is that doing that? I don't want those there. All right. The week 2 assignment is on lab 3 of chapter 4, pages 216 and 217 HTML. Make sure you make it your own. There's not a whole lot, so if I go to the book, there's not a whole lot you can do with this one to make it your own, but you can change the headings. You can add a little bit maybe to the day of the week and the days, or maybe the times, something to make it unique so it's just not a copy of this page, because you need to show me some of your imagination. You're given the pictures to add, but you do have the option to change the wording and make some kind of a unique presentation for me. Excuse me. Then you're going to save all your files in of the project in a zip file. Now you should have the HTML file named lab4_3 solution and the style sheet named lab4_3 styles. The piano and the kids picture. If you happen to add another picture, just for uniqueness, you need to add the picture in the file so that when I open your web page, I see everything as you want it to be seen. So that's the requirements for that. Next, I wanted to talk about viewing my highlights. I'm in the process of highlighting sections of the book that will be important on the midterm and final, so it's a good idea if you make sure you can see my highlights. So go to Vital Source Bookshelf Online, which I've already done here. Click Manage, Sharing, Add Subscription, and type in my email here. You'll find it in the Faculty Info section, the Herzing email, and then you click Save. You will then be able to see my highlights. So let's go to, and you really can see them better if you go to the app, download the app on your computer. As you see, I've added some. These are for the midterm. When I get to working on the final, I'll use a different color. So that's going to be useful for you. When you click on it, then you'll see what I've highlighted. Now this one was broken up, so I had to highlight it 2 different times, but that's just an example of something that you need to study before you take the midterm. And I just kind of break it down so that you don't have so much to do when you're studying for the midterm, because you've already read the material. You just need to be able to go and then study it. Now these pictures I have are on this slide are just the same thing, just showing it through, because in the presentation here I can't jump back and forth as easily as I can in a pre-recording like this one. I know this is a really short one. I just haven't had time to really develop the weeks ahead of time. So in the next weeks I'll try to be adding more to the presentation. It's a good time to come in and ask questions, but anytime I'm in office hours, if I'm a scheduled office hour, I'm here the whole time. You just need to pop in whatever time. If you can't make it right at 4, come in later and I'll give you the presentation. Or even if you come the next day during schedule hours. Now if none of the schedule hours work for you, because I set them up ways to work for me, you just need to let me know and I can set up another time, a time that's more convenient for you that we could meet. It's a good time to share files. As you see, you can click on share files. Maybe you're having trouble with a specific file. You can upload it. We can look at it together. If you have a mic, you can also be able to talk just by opening your video. And that's the value of having a place to meet. Even though we can't meet in person, we could actually talk, and I can show you things, and that might help a little bit. So that's all I have for this session. Hopefully next time it'll be a little bit longer.